I burn through the hood like whoa, cool. What up, Leo? What's going on? This is it's a nice Friday night, nice cool fall Friday night where I'm at. I hope all is well with y'all. Let's say happy birthday to the Libras out there. It's Libra season. Let's celebrate Libra season. I hope you're enjoying it. Leo. What's up, Leo, baby? I hope all is well with you. I just wanted to check in with you, see how you're doing, see what's going on with you for Libra season. Take this as a general reading, y'all. This is for everybody who's got a Leo placement, which we all do. All right, this is gonna be a general reading for my Leo placements. Please do take what resonates, leave the rest. It's a general reading, okay? Everybody's got Leo in their chart, and because of the variety of topics we're going to cover, this could very well relate in some ways. Everybody may relate a little bit, all right? But again, take what resonates, leave the rest. Check out your other placements as well. All right, we're going to get some cards out here for my Leos and see how they doing. How you doing, Leo? How you doing? I hope all is well with you. I'm chilling. I'm doing really well. I'm just, in my zone. You know what I'm saying? In my zone, chilling. Let's see what we got for my Leos. We're going to talk about different areas of your life, Leo. Okay, well, this is what we starting with, Leo. All right, we're going to get into these and see what's popping. I want to make sure you can see these first. I think you can see it. There you go. All right. So, yeah, we're going to see what's going on with y'all. We're going to look into your personal private thoughts, Leo. All right. For the placement of Leo, we're going to look into career, money, and finance for the placement of Leo. And we're going to look into family life, love life, and social life for my Leos. Now, I've done every other sign except Virgo. I'm going to do Virgo tomorrow. Okay. And so we will wrap up Libra season with the Virgo energy because I've done every sign but. All right, usually I just start with whatever sign the season represents. So I started with Libra, and then I just followed in the order of the zodiac. All right, so we are now with Leo, and then we'll rock with Virgo tomorrow. All right, so this is gonna be a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. We have 3 columns here. First column is your personal private thoughts, the Libra energy. Middle column is career, money, finance for the Libra energy. Third column is family life, love life, social life for the Leo energy. Top row represents what's going on at the current time in those areas. Middle row represents what kind of challenges emotionally might be in the way, whether it's your energy or somebody else's, okay? And the bottom row represents a possible solution to quell any energies that might be in the way of you accomplishing whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, all right? Now, this don't have to be necessarily about you. This could be the people around you, somebody you know. Take it, you know how this works, right? So I'm gonna show you each card just in case you're not really able to see everything, but I'm gonna show it to you up front in the camera, all right? So let's get it popping. We'll see what's going on in the personal private thoughts of the Leo collective. So we have the mountain energy. The challenge is being confused, okay? Possible solution to quell that confusion would be to look at the established, settled, wealthy, and secure energy. So there's an energy of someone experiencing a mountain. The mountain tells me that somebody, had been through some things, been through some changes. It was a rough situation, right? Had a lot going on. Somebody's trying to figure out how to get to the top. How do I get to the top? The challenge is there's a lot of confusion. What you want to consider or take into consideration is security and wealth. Okay, that's what's important for you, or to be established with security and wealth. Or maybe you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way to go about it? And the best way to go about it is to talk to people who are already established, secure, and wealthy. This is what I'm getting here, Leo. But let's pull some cards and see what else come out. That's just the general portion of it. Okay, marriage. So maybe somebody's in a marriage right now and they're finding it difficult because they're confused about the connection. Perhaps somebody, the goal was to get married to build and establish. 80% of the most successful men in the world are married. Um, that just goes without saying. Well, no, it doesn't go without saying. It's just, that's a fact. The men who already have, their wives in place, and building their family are more successful than those who don't. Because a lot of times those who don't put their priorities first. They're too busy chasing ass. Well, if you got some at home already, you can focus on what you need to focus on instead of chasing ass. That's the quick and dirty version of it. So somebody could be wondering about marriage. Is this somebody I could get married to? Or, I thought that when we took vows, or we agreed to take these vows, we were going to focus on being established. But maybe things are not going that way. Things are confused. Somebody is tangled up and trying to figure out how to get there. Another thing is that somebody thought that a marriage would bring them established, or look, it makes you look better. For men who run, or people who run for like um, positions or offices that have to do with the public, or that expose you to the public, you look more stable and solid, especially if you're a man, if you're married, right? So maybe somebody gets married because the goal is to look established and to have established life. Well, if I'm gonna look rich and be established, I gotta get married. Like, that's what people do, type of thing. But maybe somebody finds that, this is not what I thought it was gonna be, or maybe I'm not built for marriage, or I don't know. Somebody could be also in a marriage and confused about getting out. It's too difficult. And they could be like, yo, I want to get out, but it looked good, right? So it's like, okay, on the outside it looked good, it looked established, people look up to you, people respect you. That's why a lot of men get married. It's because they try to impress other men and look respected to other men. But behind closed doors and in their house, a lot of them are, they're not good. They're not good marriage partners. And not saying all men who are married are like that, but a lot of them are. A lot of them just get married for the way it looks, right? Or women too. This could be a woman who is looking at it that way. Yeah, here's the Ace of Wands that came out. So somebody's wondering, it's like, yo, is this marriage beneficial? Is it putting me in a position where it's going to help me to be established? Did I marry the right partner? That type of energy. Let's talk about the confused energy here. I want to find out more about this. Why is someone confused about being married or wanting marriage? Yeah, we have the confusion clarified with the animal of the aardvark. I'm sorry, the anteater. Let's see what the anteater represents as far as animals are concerned. So the anteater represents opportunity, crafty, greedy. See, somebody could be looking at somebody like, yo, I want to target this person, I want to marry this person. The thing is because I know they established, or I know this person could help me get established. Some people will target people because of their intelligence, their potential. Like, a lot of people will see that, yo, this person's on their way, I need to get with them, because I know that if I get with them, we're going to be able to get where we need to go, because I see them on their grind, I see them on their hustle, I see what they doing. That, or like I said, somebody is married, but they're not happy in the relationship. It's a bunch of trouble and stress, but it looks good on the outside, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do as a man. That's what you're supposed to do as a woman. You're supposed to get married. You're supposed to do this and that. This is what looks good to others, right? So with that arc energy here, that's just basically somebody looking for the opportunity to come. It's like a come up. It's like, okay, marriage is part of the come up for this person. All right, let's get this deck here. So let's talk about this established energy, settled, secure, wealthy. That's the possible solution that would come, or somebody wants to come out of the situation. Yeah, here's the Four of Cups, but they're not happy, or they can't find somebody that they can have that bond with. So another thing is somebody wants to get married, they want to be successful, they want somebody they can establish and build something with. But the thing is that everybody out here is very opportunistic and greedy. You could be settled already and established, but you're trying to find, only thing you're missing is a partner. But maybe there's a problem with that because of the type of people you're running into. All right. Tell me about this animal, the aardvark energy. So the aardvark energy is opportunists, people, trying to play games and trying to, suit people up and gas people up. And with the Six of Swords energy here, um, this is you trying to get out of that maze. So for some of y'all already in this relationship with someone, you already in this marriage, and it's just like, yo, this shit is not, what it was wrapped up to be, or what it was packaged to look like. It's really not like that. So somebody could be coming to terms about that, or you could be being exposed to information about someone's marriage, realizing, okay, behind the scenes, this shit is crazy. It's not. It don't look right. They look good. They got money, but on the inside, that shit is bonkers. All right. We got the Knight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Exactly. See, behind closed doors, somebody's not saying what's really going on. But with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's a lack. There's no trust. There's no equal give and take. There's no wealth. Somebody may look like that on the outside, but in reality, they ain't got no money. You know what I mean? It's a persona. It's a facade. It's not real. Okay, or somebody's targeting somebody, acting like they really want to be with them, but what they really want to do is take from them, take money from them. Yeah, I just feel like this is what their goal is. The Knight of Swords is somebody on a journey, and they not speaking and saying what they really want and what they really gonna do. They only saying but so much, so they could Six of Pentacle in a reverse your ass, take from you. Okay, because they see you as somebody who's established. They see you as somebody who maybe you're looking for love and you haven't found the right person. So they looking at you like an opportunity. Okay, so be careful with these people. If you're somebody who's comfortable and grounded in who you are, be careful of people coming towards you, because a lot of people don't got good intent. Maybe you're worrying about this. Now, on the flip side, if you already in a relationship, you could be looking at this like, yo, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I want. This is not what I be. You know, behind closed doors is some bullshit going on, even though to the public eye it might look good. And then you have the opportunities going after the person, and you have the people in the relationship who make it look like it's good, but it really ain't. And then you could be someone who knows someone who's going through this, or maybe you're coming out of this. The challenge is if somebody wants to get out of the situation with the Six of Swords and the armadillo, and I'm ready, the anteater energy. Somebody has got so much shit tied up in this connection, this relationship, assets and everything, that they wouldn't even know how to dig themselves out of this relationship, but they're extremely unhappy. Somebody may have lost money, and may cost, it's like cheaper to keep her type energy. It costs them more to get out of the shit. Now, it could just very well be they can't get out because they can't establish shit on their own. It's like they living off of this person. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people who are in relationships right now. I be telling y'all all the time, there's a lot of people in relationships, they ain't happy. You understand what I'm saying? You got people who might just need a sexual urge itched. You know what I'm saying? But what they go through too many loopholes, and they go too far just to get a itch scratch. Instead of you just staying single and messing with somebody when you need to mess with them, and going about your business, people are like, okay, well, let's shack up. Okay, well, I could benefit from her by living with her. How she could pay the bills, she could help me, she could help me give me kids, make me look good to other men, make it look like I'm got it going on. But in reality, I don't even like this bitch. I don't even want to be in this relationship, but if we look good outside, you know what I mean? Or if vice versa with the woman. I don't even like this dude. I'm just in it for the money. I don't really want these kids that I have with him. I can't stand him or his damn kids. Or I'm married into this rich family and I can't even stand these people. They annoying, they frustrating. I don't want to be with them. I just want this money. That type of thing. All right. So for some of you, this could be what you watching. Maybe you watching a show like this, okay? Libra does deal with entertainment. Leo does deal with entertainment. Maybe this is somebody who's reading for a script, and maybe they're trying to channel and feed into this energy so that they could be this character. That could be it as well. All right, but let's just talk about what's going on with your career, money, and finance. I wish you the best if you're in this situation. So we have the train for the career, money, and finance. That's the current situation. The challenge is being exhausted. Possible solution to quell that exhaustion is to tap into the energy of harmony, where you want balance, peace, and happiness. So for some of you, you just going, going, going. You working, you grinding. Maybe this is what you're trying to get to, that established energy. But you're working, working, working. You're going very fast. Okay. And some of you could be exhausted. Some of you may have a long commute to get to work. Okay. Anywhere more than 30 minutes. And maybe you get exhausted and you're like looking to work from home. That could be it too. For others of you, this could just be an energy of things going too fast. And the challenges is you're worrying about wearing yourself out. Okay. And you're trying to find balance between doing what it is that you want, getting what you need, but also, having peace and being at peace. All right. So let's get some clarity in reference to career, money, and finance with this. All right, so tell me what's going on with this train. Oh, accident. Okay, so somebody could be speeding. Maybe somebody makes money drive driving as well. uh, I don't know, somebody's on a train or there's an accident with the train or somebody's just speeding and needs to be careful. Somebody could be speeding because they're tired. You know what I mean? They're running late. They got a lot of shit going on. So fast, fast, fast. Be careful, Leo, of getting into an accident. Okay. The thing is that for some of y'all just going too fast, doing too much right now, right? Trying to bring balance to your life and things like that. Trying to get what you need to get. Let's get some clarity on this exhaustion here with the career, money, and finance. Yeah, this is a nostalgia, looking back at the past and looking at the way things used to be. Okay, so we're gonna clarify that exhaustion with the nostalgia energy here of the wow. So wow. Uh, oh, word art. Excuse me. Word art. Creative, innovative, and resourceful. Yeah, somebody's exhausting all of their energy. Okay, it's like somebody's having a problem being energized or getting rest is what I'm getting here. So somebody could not be sleeping the way they need to. They're not taking care of themselves the way they need to. The universe is like, yo, you gotta bring balance into place. You gotta bring harmony. You know what I mean? You're off balance. If it's not you, Leo, it's somebody around you. All right, let's get some clarity on this harmony. Oh, look at that, the two of cups came out but the card is ripped. Here's the other end of it. Yeah, I need some new cards. But at any rate, so this is the two of cups. So yeah, somebody could work a lot and they not spending time with their partner, not connecting with their partner, or somebody's just all work, work, work. Like what do they say? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy or makes Jill a dull girl, right? So this is somebody who's just all they're doing is working, working, working. Okay, they're exhausted. They're not even using their creative energy for anything positive. Um, but let's get more clarity on that. Let's see what else is going on. Tell me more about this accident here with this freight train and this scary shit right here. Somebody going too fast, and it doesn't have to be in a vehicle. It could just be that you walking around half asleep and shit, rushing, and then you bump into something or you trip. Okay, yeah, Six of Pentacle energy in reverse, all off balance and shit. Okay, somebody this the pentacles talks about health too, so somebody's health is off. Okay, you got to be very careful, Leo. You got to make sure you balance things. All right, it's imbalanced right now, so you could be giving way too much time, energy, and effort because pentacles represent time, energy, effort, and money. All right, resources, physical resources. So somebody could be working and not getting the money that they need, like somebody's being overworked or underpaid, or somebody's working multiple jobs trying to make ends meet, or working long hours, something like that. All right, so let's get some clarity on this wow energy, because this wow energy talks about creative, innovative, and resourceful. So they're working themselves so hard that their creative energy is being blocked for whatever reason. Okay, it could be because you're tired or you're exhausted or you're doing the wrong thing. You're working in the wrong environment. All right, let's get some clarity. Tell me more for this creative energy here that we're exhausted with. Yeah, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Exactly. Exactly. You are not able to create. You're exhausted, you're aggravated, you're tired, you're grumpy. Okay, this could be how someone is. Somebody's not having sex also, is what I'm getting here. Another thing here. Um, also, I don't know if somebody works with their partner. Okay, you and your partner make money together, but it's just I just get an energy of somebody's not doing. All they do is work, work. I'm just hearing Rihanna work, 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 work. That's all I'm hearing. All right, let's get clarity on this work, 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 work. Talk to me about this Two of Cups, because this is all about balance. One too many came out. One too many came out. Six of Wands energy in reverse. So, this is somebody who, as far as their partner is concerned, they're not their partner. I feel like they're neglecting their partner. They're not spending time with their partner. They're not giving their partner the time, the nurturing, and the love that their partner needs, like quality time. And if you're in a relationship, it requires you, putting concerted effort into your relationship. For whatever reason, some of you are not doing that. And I feel like it's because you're working a lot, okay? And you're working too much. I'm just getting somebody can't get it up also, okay? Uh yeah, but what does this have to do with career, money, and finance? Unless somebody's in the porn industry or they make money from their creative energy. Somebody's creative energy is fucked up for whatever reason. Whatever it is you're doing, I don't know if you're taking pills, popping pills. Somebody might be doing that, taking pills trying to stay up. Whatever you take, what is it, Xanax or some shit like that, to stay up. And that could be, physically as well. I don't know, but I do feel like it has something to do with somebody's relationship as well. So I don't know if somebody is fucking around with somebody at their job, and so when it comes to their partner, they don't have no energy and time for them. All right. But there's somebody here who could be, very angry, very frustrated because sex is boring, is what I'm getting. Is another thing here. So maybe somebody, they get their sexual energy. Somebody's being drained, is what I'm getting here. Also, somebody's fucking around with somebody who is draining them of their energy. You need to be careful who you share your energy with. It's really energy vampires out here. People will drain you and suck you dry. You're wondering why you gotta work 3 or 4 jobs, or you always running late, or you always fucking up and you can't keep up. That's because you might be doing something you shouldn't be doing. Whether it's taking pills, whether it's sleeping with people you shouldn't be sleeping with. On the flip side, somebody is also not spending time with their partner and they working too much. They doing too much. Okay. And like I said, for others of you, you can't get up. Maybe you do porn, you know what I'm saying? And there's a problem here. Okay. And you're not able to get yourself right so you can make this money. All right. Take it how it resonates. But I will let that go here and we'll go on to your family life, love life, and social life. I'm going to pull other cards. And if anything relates, we'll go back to these subjects. So let's talk about family life, love life, social life for the Leo. So the current situation is the fireman. The challenge is that compassion. Somebody feeling compassion. Possible solution to maybe feel more compassion is the nightlife energy. Okay, strip tease, gamble, and Vegas. Okay, so yeah, as a result of somebody working too much, they're not getting their needs met. Somebody not getting their needs met. And so the thing is that somebody might be inconsiderate of someone's feelings. Somebody is not being compassionate with someone's feelings because they would rather hang out and party, right? Um, this is family life, love life, social life. So somebody's partner is being ignored or neglected because somebody has their interests elsewhere. All right. I was talking about that here. All right. So somebody could be saying, "Oh, I'm not available because I gotta work. Honey, I can't. I'm tired. I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta work." But they're not, and they're ignoring their partner. Okay. So it's like if you look at this card closely, you see the smoke here. It's like, is it, are we starting something or are we losing the zest? It could go either way, but I feel like somebody's losing the zest. There's no passion there. There's no fire there. I don't know if someone's just not attracted to their partner anymore, so they just choose to say, "Oh, I'm working, I'm working, I'm working," but they always gone. But they could be fucking around and fucking with someone else and not giving their partner what their partner needs. So we'll see how this works out. But those are just some of the things I'm seeing. Let's see. All right, the fire energy. We have goal. Yeah, so somebody could be trying to figure out, yo, I need to put this fire out. I'm horny as hell. That's what I'm getting. I'm horny as hell. And the funny thing is, this song called by Horace Brown called "Taste Your Love" is just coming on right now too. All right, but this is a song about a dude who, is talking about going down on his significant other. All right, so compassionate is talking about the environment here, and the environment is grasslands. All right. So somebody's having a problem with someone being able to satisfy their needs, or someone, nurturing them in the way that they need, or giving them what they need sexually. Okay. And with that environment energy, it may not, it's the wrong time, or like I said, somebody's not around enough. Um, Grasslands talks about peace, calm, and patience. Yeah, like somebody needs It's like, yo, I need to get that. If I don't, I'm antsy. I'm not able to do what I need to do. I'm frustrated. I'm aggravated. I need to relieve some stress. So somebody is like, okay, well, if you don't have a partner and you got, an itch you need to scratch, maybe you need to go hang out and have some fun. So nightlife is here as the resolution to the situation. So there's a time and a place for everything. So if you're somebody who works hard, you don't got a partner, maybe you do need to go down to, the spot and yeah, with the seven, with the seven of cup, trying to figure out, what do I do with this energy? That's what I'm getting here. But let's talk about this. Tell me more about this goal energy. Yeah, the goal. Somebody trying to figure out how to get their needs met with the two of wands and the goal energy. Somebody's maybe trying to consider, should I travel? Should I go out of town and do my dirt? Okay, so it could be that somebody is not, some people don't want to do their dirt in the town that they live in. They would rather like, yo, let me take a trip. Let me go to Vegas and I could have fun there. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Or it just in general, like, yo, I don't do my dirt where I live at. I'm gonna go out of town for the weekend and I'm gonna go to the club and I'm gonna do what I need to do and then I'm gonna come back home and, do what I normally need to do. Some people get down like that. So I feel like this could be what somebody's considering. It's like, yo, I know what I want to do. I want to get loose, but I can't do that in this town that I live in. It's too small. Ain't no, I don't want nobody knowing what I'm into, and I don't want nobody in my business. So I'm gonna have to, take it to the next state or something like that. Is what I'm getting. Okay, it ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't knock you. People nosy as fuck anyway, and they talk a lot. So hey, if that's what you want to do, as long as you ain't hurting nobody, you protecting yourself. Page of cup energy in reverse. Exactly. Somebody not getting what they need. Somebody is not getting what they need. Um, Peace, calm, and patience. Yeah, somebody antsy. Somebody's antsy. They're not hearing from the people that they want to. They don't got nobody to talk to. Like, this is somebody who don't even got nobody to talk to. You know what I mean? To talk shit to. You know what I'm saying? It's like they not dealing with no one. Or the person that they looking for is not paying them no mind. That could be it as well. The person who could calm them down is not giving them the attention. So maybe it's their partner. Their partner not giving them no attention. So somebody could be, trying to figure out other means of getting their needs met. Is what I'm getting here. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so we got the Six of Cup energy here. So Six of Cup and Seven of Cup. So somebody's looking back at the past and how they used to have fun and it was never a issue getting their needs met. Now they got a problem. They can't even get nobody to talk to them, for whatever reason. Or maybe your taste changed. Back in the day, you wasn't as picky, so you had options. Now you're a little bit more meticulous, and you can't just like I just can't have everybody touching on me. I get that Janet Jackson song. I get so lonely. I can't let just anybody hold me, right? This is somebody whose friends could be like, yo, come on, you need a night out. Let's go, let's go. We need to get you get you to meet somebody. Come on, girl, you single, you've been single for a minute. We need to get out here so you can meet you somebody. Or come on, dude, let's go to Vegas, let's go have some fun, type of thing. And this person is like, yo, I'm just, I'm used to my boo. Like I don't want nobody else touching me. You know what I'm saying? I get that Janet Jackson. I don't want. What is it? I get so lonely. I can't let just anybody hold me. And then I also get that Aaliyah song. If I let this go, you can't tell nobody. I'm talking about nobody because I'm not just anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody want to have fun, but they got to do it. They got to be very strict about how they do it because they're not just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting that energy. What else we got for Leo? Obsession. Yeah, see, it may be somebody that they know that they obsessed with. This could be somebody who's already married in a relationship. It could be somebody at their job that, they're interested in. Or somebody they work with that they're interested in. Yeah, there's some dishonesty here. Somebody's not being upfront. Like I said, somebody could be messing around on a partner or messing around with somebody they work with. Complacent. Yeah, somebody is not in the mood. Somebody is not feeling this one person. It's like, yeah, I don't want them. Or I'm not with, they don't turn me on. I'm not interested. That type of thing. And it could very well be their partner. Maybe their partner don't turn them on, but yet they got strong desires, or their partner's not doing the shit they like. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. Like maybe you have a particular interest and you don't get like what's that called? The Madonna complex? What is it? What is it called when the husband he won't do certain things with his wife, but he got the desire to do that shit and she won't allow it, or she's not into that, or he don't want to dirty her up like that. So he'll go out in the world and get that need met. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting that type of thing. Um, and then I'm also just getting somebody who the relationship is sizzled out. Somebody's trying to figure out how to spice things back up, okay? Or somebody's just no longer interested in their partner. Y'all are just roommates, so to speak. Even if you're married, you're just roommates. Y'all do your own thing. You know what I mean? You go out get your shit, she go out get hers. But y'all pay bills, y'all got kids together, y'all maintain a household and the family structure. But on the low, y'all doing your own shit. It's like that type of thing. Or maybe you know someone like this. Okay, take it how it resonate. All right, Leo, let's see what else we got here. So for some of y'all, maybe you meet somebody who's got something going on with somebody else. Okay, the universe is telling you slow down, get to know this person, see what's going on with them. They may have some other shit going on you don't know about. Some of you already just jumped into that situation, and now you feeling like it's time to let go. But others of you who are in a marriage or a relationship that you're not happy in, you're not getting your needs met, your needs met. You're just putting on the front. The universe is telling you, look, come on, you know what time it is. Why are you being complacent about this? It's time for you to move, make moves. Okay, so I don't know if somebody has met somebody and they're trying to, oh, this person is a potential. I could move in with them, or I could have a relationship with them. Yeah, the universe is telling you go slow with the person who's coming towards you because they could be hopping out of one house trying to hop into yours. Now we also have acceptance. So some people have to come to the exception that shit is not what it's not what you thought it would be. It's not going to be what you thought it would be. It's just not going to work out. Nothing you could do about it. You tried everything you possibly could, even therapy. Y'all just not evenly yoked. And it's okay to not be evenly yoked. It doesn't mean that you have to be nasty and disrespectful. Maybe you got to the point where, look, let's just, it's cheaper for us to stay together. We have a lot of assets together. Let's just go ahead and live together, but we have rules. If you're going to do you, don't bring a motherfucker in this house. You go do it out there, but don't let your kid know that you out and running out in the street. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. We got kids in this house. So show some respect for the house. You could go do your thing, but don't be out overnight doing wild shit. If we don't sleep in the same bed, at least we sleeping in the house, whatever. But like rules to how they move. They not together no more. They not feeling it no more. But it's just like, okay, we gonna maintain what we got. But behind closed doors there's some other shit going on, like I was saying earlier. All right, let's see. So maybe you meet somebody like that. You meet somebody who's married and you're like, but then you talk to this person, you have a conversation with them, and you find out that they're really not, it's just aesthetics. It just, it's a look, it's a front. They really not united. They're really not in a union. This is somebody who knows. They're just like, yeah, okay, I know what time it is. You act like y'all good, but I know you, I see you. Or this is someone who's outgrown a relationship. They know better now. They've had experience and they know what they're looking for. Yeah, this is somebody who's seeing what's going on. It's like, okay, let me get to know you. That's what the go slow is. Pay attention to what's going on. Put your detective energy on so that you see what's going on with this person, okay? Especially if this is somebody coming towards you or your partner might be acting weird. And you're like, what's going on with this person? Or you may have already been through a situation like this. And so as a result, you gain knowledge with the sage energy. You're wiser, you know better, you let go. Okay. Yeah, friend. See, somebody getting to know somebody. That's what that go slow is all about. It's like you got a new friend, all right, and you're trying to get to know them. They could be in a connection like this, or maybe you could, okay, take it how it resonate, or you got a homeboy who just met a girl and she in a relationship like this, or your home girl met a dude and he's still married, but him and his wife don't sleep together. They just share expenses. There's no real connection, and they're okay with, stepping out. You got all kinds of relationships out here. You know what I mean? So we have the I don't know why I grabbed this deck, but whatever. Conjunction, empowerment. So this is what I'm talking about. Conjunction, people coming together with their resources, putting on a solid front or a solid foundation, but in reality, they're really not feeling each other. This is also somebody who's, like I said, looking to figure out, who can I get with that's going to help me build something on another note. It's like somebody looking for a partner that's going to help them build a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're a business savvy individual You could be a gentleman who maybe you don't have a degree, but you got a business idea, you got a plan, you know what you need. You may just need to run into a woman who got a degree in business. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all get together and kick it, and y'all end up establishing a business together because she took her strengths, you took yours, and y'all merged. And now you build, you know what I'm saying, success, right? Instead of being on that bullshit, well, I don't care about no woman education. It don't matter to me. Only a dumb dude would say some shit like that. Especially a dude who ain't got nothing established. And even if you do got something established, she could always help you build and make more. Like, why would you negate somebody's education and experience just because they somebody you want to fuck? You wouldn't tell another man that you don't give a fuck about his experiences and his degree. You only say that to a woman because you want to look at her as if she's less than you instead of as an equal partner that can help you build something. People who got that mentality, you already know what it is with them. They ain't shit anyway. I don't care how much money they got. You piss poor morally. Okay. Here we go. Venus, love energy. You see what I'm saying? With the Venus energy, this is all about building wealth, about what you appreciate and love in your partner. Somebody is not getting their needs met. Okay. I'm telling you, somebody is not getting their needs met. They're not getting that love from their partner and they looking for it outside. Okay. This is all nasty game. All right, Jupiter. And see, exactly. Somebody's trying to change fate. They're trying to change their situation. They're trying to look at the glass half full. They're trying to be optimistic. They're trying to move forward and gain and do the things that they want to do. Somebody may be traveling as well. Somebody may be going back to school. Somebody's trying to figure out, yo, how can I build this wealth? You know what I'm saying? I may not have a partner, but I could still do what I do until I meet someone I'm evenly yoked with. And then we can combine forces like shape of a marketing plan, form of, a degree. And then y'all, the Wonder Twins, and y'all get together and y'all activate. Okay, if you know anything about the Super Friends with the Wonder Twins, they come together, the masculine and the feminine. Okay, form of, shape of, and they come together and they tear shit up. You know how the Wonder Twins get down if you know what's up with the Wonder Twins. That's what you're looking for with a partnership, right? Somebody's looking for that. Wonder Twin powers, activate. Remind me of old school. All right, let's get this one last deck, Leo, and we're going to wrap it up. Narcissist. Mm-hmm. So just like this damn song. This, the more I listen to this song, the more I realize that Aaron Hall is fucking bananas. Okay, this is the song "Don't Be Afraid." It's off the Juice soundtrack, the movie Juice with Tupac. I don't know if you can hear the song. For those of you who are familiar, don't be afraid. This is like a narcissist song. Like this is this dude basically talking about when I get through with you, there's nobody else you would wanna go to. I'll put all of them in the shame. This is all nasty man's game. Like it's like he talking about don't be afraid, baby. And this is just somebody who's looking for some sexual relief, telling you don't be afraid. I know you got to give me a sedative. He's saying in the song, you got to give me a sedative, baby. Don't be, because he too amped. You understand what I'm saying? This is somebody who only cares, but you got somebody who only cares about their needs. They don't care about nobody else's. They want to get their shit off. Okay. Then you have cutting ties. So this is again about somebody realizing when something is no longer any good for them, or somebody has already realized that and now they're ready to let go. The possibilities. Okay, so somebody, like I said, somebody's looking for somebody that he can build with, somebody to have a good rapport with, a good connection with. Somebody's currently in a relationship with a person that they can't build shit with, they're not happy with. It's aesthetics, it just look good, and they met somebody that they can actually build and grow with. So they're trying to feel this person out to see what's up with them, to see where this could go, or they trying to get over on this person. They with somebody else, but it's like somebody trying to hop from one house to the other, type of thing. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Leo. So take what resonates, leave the rest. I wish y'all the best. I hope to see you in the next reading. Don't forget to subscribe, all right? And hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. I wish you guys a great fall evening, Friday evening, and I'll see you in the next reading. Deuces, Leo.